I am all about speedy mornings. So today I'm going to share with you my go-to everyday makeup look, which only takes 5 minutes to do. Isn't really flowing, is it? If you've watched my videos or read my blog, then you'll know I'm less about makeup and more about healthy skin. But who am I kidding? I'm 49 years old and I just don't have the skin of a 20-year-old anymore. So I do need a little extra help. So every day I spend about 5 minutes in the morning. I do sort of the same thing every day. Try to keep it simple, keep it easy, because I want more of my skin to show through. But I'm not kidding anybody, I do need a little extra help. So I'm going to walk you through some of the products that I use, a quick tutorial. Trust me, it doesn't take very long, and I hope you enjoy. So the first thing I do is start with a prepped face. So I've already done my morning cleanse, I've put on all my lotions and potions, and I've topped that off with my SPF, which is the most important thing you can do in the morning for your face. So the first thing I do is go in with my foundation, and I'm using Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Moisturizing Makeup with SPF 45. Don't rely on the SPF, so don't listen to that. Now, most of the work I do is on the center of my face because that's where most of my redness is. So I sort of start there and then blend out. The brush I'm using for this today is by IT Cosmetics. It's their Heavenly Luxe Complexion Perfection brush. It has two sides, one you can use for the concealer. Mostly I'm just using this right now for the foundation, but it's nice, fabulous foundation. I've been using it about 3 months now and I don't really use anything else. It's just the perfect match. It gives a little bit of luminosity because I like that as I'm getting older, and it just blends well. It kind of melts into my skin. So next I move on to the concealer, which is by Trinny London. It's their BFF Eye Serum and Concealer. I use a small firm eyeshadow brush. This is the Morphe 124 to take it out and to just gently, very gently apply it to my face, just under the eye on both sides. And then I use a Fuschia Airbrush. It's a concealer brush to gently pat that in ever so slightly, just so it doesn't tug anything, just so it doesn't tug on my skin. And then I also run some of that over my eyelid just to give it a little bit of a base before I put anything else on it. It's a great brush. I use it twice, or use two different versions of it. And then pat it in at the very end just to make sure it's all settled. And then I move on to the powder. This is my Beauty Pie One Powder Wonder. I love this stuff so much. Uber translucent, but super, super, super fine. And it just sets everything in place perfectly. I only use that right under my eye to make that concealer stay, and just around sort of the center of my nose, the center of my face, to get rid of the shine just in the middle, because I want to keep the shine everywhere else. Now that I'm in my almost 50s, shine means youth. So I try to take away the bits that look bad and go for the bits that look good. Next is blush, and I use Wet n Wild MegaGlo makeup stick. And what I do is I actually move this up my face. I sort of start more towards the apple and I go up because I'm trying to lift my face. It all goes south when you get older, so I'm trying to draw the eye up. And then I pop it on my eyelids. So I'm not doing a lot of eye makeup these days, so I put on a little bit just to give a bit of color, I give a bit of structure, a tiny bit that kind of ties it all together. And then the last thing I do on my lids is my eyeshadow, and this one is also by Beauty Pie. This is a fantastic one. It's their Wondercolour Longwear Cream Eyeshadow, and this is in Beige Bombshell. And I kind of use it like an eyeliner. I almost just want it to go along the very edge because I feel like that brightens up my eyes, and I love that sort of slightly shimmery look. Only ever so little, but it just gives a bit of brightness. Before I go in with the eyelash curler, I use this every day. Some people don't like it. I love it. It just turns those eyelashes up. So I give a few pushes on that, and then I go in with my favorite mascara, which is by IT Cosmetics. It's called Tightline, and I only realized they're selling it over here in Ireland, I guess about a month ago. I won't be buying any other mascara after this. I absolutely love it. And it's not showing up as well in the video as it does in real person, but it makes my lashes so long, and it has a super tiny, tiny spindle on it, so it can get into the smallest little lashes, even on the lower lash line. So I think this stuff is brilliant, and I will continue to buy it and nothing else. It is fabulous. So I put on that last coat. I don't really do a whole lot. Again, this is a day makeup look, so I don't like to go overboard at all. If it were the weekend, it would be something different, but this is my everyday, I only have 5 minutes kind of thing. And then the last piece for me are the eyebrows. So I use a Beauty Pie SuperBrow Precision Pencil. It has two sides on it. It's got the spool on one and the color on the other. So I have sort of parts of my eyebrows that don't grow anymore from a car accident that I had many years ago. So I kind of have to try to fill in some spots. It's not an exact science. I always tend to start a little bit further past the halfway point so that you don't go too heavy with it. So it's just enough to fill things in and to make them consistent from side to side. It's a great little pencil. It's quite fine. You can sort of get those little areas. Looks pretty natural. Pulls it all together. Not always perfect, but you get the idea. So that's it. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and check out some other videos, and hopefully I will see you next week.